This is the second of 3 videos about the coastal forest on Sullivan's Island. This video discusses the various types of vegetation that are alive and thriving in the coastal forest.
Every plant out here has evolved some mechanism to allow it to survive in this environment.
The coastal forest on Sullivan's Island is a natural wonder full of various types of vegetation. Each stage of the land, from the dunes to the mature forest to the wax myrtles, is an interesting dynamic of nature species that have evolved together for decades.
You never know what you're going to see when you come out here. Every day is different. There's so many surprises. It changes every day.
And it changes in each phase of the forest and with every season. In the fall, the vegetation turns to a golden rustic color. The wetlands take on a pink hue, while the sweetgrass turns to a beautiful shade of purple. In the summer, the tall trees, as well as the waist-high shrubs, are at their greenest. Springtime brings blooms to the hundreds of species living in the 190 acres of land.
This plant right here is coastal morning glory. You see the very arrow-shaped leaves on it, and as is true with most morning glories, the blooms are nice and lush in the morning.
So we're in a maritime shrub thicket right now that has these plants that are evolved again for a very sandy habitat. We've got the dune catbrier. This is a great young live oaks that are starting to grow, some of the more salt-tolerant dry species. And the shrubs and everything have grown up around that and are really stabilizing the beach system. There's a variety of plants that have come together. There's wax myrtle growing in here, and you can hear the birds that are using these already.
Other types of vegetation thriving throughout the coastal forest include the beach pea, the dune camp horweed, the false foxglove, the seashore mallow, the Mexican fire plant, the spotted bee balm, the wax myrtle, the pepper vine, the southern cattail, the baccharis, and the sugarberry.
Sea oats and sand dunes are also prominent in this area. And what's really interesting is as the sand dunes build up, the sea oats grow right along with them. Biologists say that sea oats are vital to this beach community. That's why it's illegal to pick or to disturb them, because the beach will change if they're removed.
The various types of native vegetation play an important role in the survival of this maritime ecosystem and to the organisms, insects, and animals that live there. However, the coastal forest is being threatened by non-native or invasive plants, such as seedlings from the Chinese tallow tree.
Which you can see some larger ones in here. There's some quite large ones that are full of fruit that'll put more seeds in here this fall. It's a plant that was brought here several hundred years ago as a landscaping plant, and it outcompetes native plants. So I'm kind of concerned about the future of this very rare wetland.
Dr. Porcher believes it is everyone's responsibility to embrace the coastal forest and protect it for future generations.
You take care of the land will take care of you. So that's our role, is to be stewards of the land. Right now, this land doesn't belong to anybody, it belongs to everybody.
It is vital that everyone commit to being a good steward of the coastal forest. By joining together, we can preserve this land for our children and grandchildren. This video was produced by the Sullivan's Islanders Group. Learn more about the group at www.sullivansislanders.com.